Hello, and thanks for watching. So the WipEout Omega Collection has been out almost a year now. At the beginning of June it will be a year since the game was released in 2017. And I thought it'd be fun to just play a bit of the game and talk about some news, some updates, what's going on with the series in general. So I'm just going to go in here and set up a basic game. There we go. And yeah, so like I say, it's been out a year. It had a successful launch. It was #1 in the UK charts. The fans and the critics hailed it as a beautiful game and successful. Ran really well. And over the last year we've had a bit of a resurgence in WipEout stuff. You've seen a bit more merchandise and stuff. People talking about the game a lot more and the series in general. And we've had the VR update, which was a considerable update. And people always used to joke about WipEout and playing it in VR and making it sick and stuff. And they've actually done it, they've actually made it. But yeah, so going back a little bit, we'll just say, yeah, the game was a good release and everything, and it got people talking about WipEout again. And as we approach E3 in 2018, I know there's rumours about a new F-Zero game from Nintendo and stuff like that, and you've seen a few more anti-gravity racing games in general in the market, so it just seems to be coming back a little bit, which is nice. There's always the hope going into E3 that there'd be something WipEout related announced, but I'm not so sure if we'll see anything just yet. And as WipEout is always a bit more successful in the European markets, it might make more sense to announce it at the Paris Games Week or something like that, or their own PlayStation event at the end of the year, rather than at E3, which is a bit more global focused and it's in the US. But we'll see. It's always nice to hope. The developers have said in a Reddit post, an AMA. If you're not familiar with any of those terms, Reddit is a site on the internet. It's like a news sort of blog type thing. And AMA stands for Ask Me Anything. And the developers did that. And they did say that the series' future pretty much depends on sales of this game and interest in it and stuff like that. And of note, they also said on that AMA that they are supporting this game. They are patching it and fixing bugs and things. So that's good to hear. They're not just leaving it. It is getting supported. And yeah, the VR update dropped. I think it was roughly a month ago. And yeah, if you load up your game, you haven't played it in a while, there'll be a patch. And it puts all the VR stuff in there. If you don't have VR, it doesn't affect the game in any way, really. You see some of the ships that are exclusive for VR mode. You're not missing out on anything. These ships are just the interior type specialist designed for playing the VR game. It's a free update anyway. You can't really complain about anything that's just thrown in for free and doesn't affect the base game. But yeah, so I've played it myself and VR mode is quite cool. We'll just go in here and set up a game on 2048. Ultima, why not? Yep. So yeah, the VR mode is it's pretty cool because it basically covers the entire game. There's no compromise in the content. You can pick anything, play anything. It's not just like, oh, here's a couple of things to play in VR. It's a full supported mode, and the VR community in general has been overwhelmingly positive about it. And because it is WipEout, there is that whole motion sickness potential, but there's a bunch of options to help you out with that. So while I'm playing here actually, if I go into an interior view, if you were playing VR mode, you see how the camera tilts. You can lock the camera so it doesn't do that, so it is locked to the track, or to the ship, or to the pilot. So when you tip your head, basically the camera will tip with you and stuff. And they have options for minimizing the view of the screen in general, so you don't feel as sick. So it's a really fully fleshed out mode. Lots of options and stuff like that. Plays pretty well. I played, I think, 3 races and then I started to feel it a little bit. And I've played a few VR games, and while I don't think it's the best VR experience, I think it is very good. I think it's hard to beat things where you're an actual person in the world. Like if you play Super Hot in VR, you feel like you're really there because you're really acting out this thing this person's doing. But when you're flying a ship, it's pretty damn immersive, and it is very well done. And yeah, like I say, I did feel it a little bit after 3 races and had to take a break. I think the game actually recommends you do that itself as well. It pops up a little message. but it is a very well done mode. I was pretty blown away by how cool it felt, and just at the start of a race, looking around and stuff like that. And yeah, so along with the VR update, there was a competition a while ago, and that basically was to remix Shake It, the song by Addiction, and someone won that competition and their song got put in the game, and that's cool. That's a really nice little community sort of involvement in the series. And that I mean, I personally don't like the remix. I don't like it at all. I think it's not my sort of thing, but it is very cool that they did that and put that in the game. And you know, music's a matter of taste. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that really like it. I was hoping they might patch in a couple of classic WipEout songs as well, along with that one, but it's just that one. But that is still cool that they threw in some more content to an already packed package. So again, that's just a nice little thing. This has been a very cool release, and the fact they've supported it, thrown in free stuff and updates and things, and the fact they got a chance to develop the VR for this clearly shows that Sony still have an interest in getting WipEout out there, putting it on the PS4 and stuff like that. So I am hopeful we might see something else at some point. Okay, so I've just thrown us on another track here, and I can keep talking about the game. So yeah, the developers in the AMA that I mentioned before, they've also said they're working on a demo for the game. I think that'll probably include the VR mode and stuff, so you can try out a bit of everything, or at least I hope so. I hope, yeah, they've got a bit of the basic game and a bit of VR stuff in there or something. But yeah, that'd be cool. A lot of people who have been on the fence about the game can have a go. Yeah, and I was saying before, the series awareness and stuff of it's been a bit higher. Like the if you've seen any of my previous videos, I did an unboxing of a Totaku WipEout figure, and it's the Pfizer ship, and it's pretty cool. And they're actually releasing the AG Systems one soon as well, and I'll throw a little picture of that in here. So yeah, that's coming out soon here in the UK at least. I'm not sure if it's already out in the States or not, but there's no release date currently, but you'll be able to get that at game stores and I think through their website and stuff, so that's cool. It's nice to see WipEout merchandise on the shelves in the stores. And they've actually got this advertised in the local game store that I've seen, not just online as well, so it's definitely coming soon, I would think. But yeah, I think that might cover all the news that I think. Oh no, the Cold Storage as well, who has put songs in previous WipEout games, made a Chill Out album. It's called Chill Out, I think, and it is a remix of previous WipEout songs he's made. So I'll throw a link in the description if you're interested. He's made some really cool music in the past WipEout games. I hope they include him in any future WipEout games. And yeah, I'd give that a look if you're interested in the previous WipEout music. And yeah, I think that about covers it really. It's just it's been a good year for WipEout really, and yeah, fingers crossed for some future content. If that Totaku AG Systems figure's released, I'll do a little unboxing video of it, and fingers crossed if there's anything WipEout related at any future shows like E3 or the PSX experience and all that stuff, I'll do a little video talking about that. But for now, this is it, I think, for WipEout content. So yeah, let's see what the future brings, and thank you very much for watching.